Okay, thank you. Today we're going to talk about constructivism. What is the meaning of constructivism? Actually, constructivism it's the way we see something, or it means that a view to see that people can construct knowledge by experiencing. So, in constructivism, uh, has opinion that people can construct knowledge by experiencing. What does it mean of experiencing? Experiencing it's about we actively engage the student into the learning activity. So we include the learner to follow the instructions and to join the activity that we conduct in the classroom. Okay, the meaning of constructivism actually derived from two uh, words. The first is uh, create, and the second is build. Okay, so the meaning of constructivism it means that create. The meaning of constructivism it can be built. What the thing that we build knowledge. So people or the student can create their own knowledge by experiencing that's involve the student into the activity. Actually, the constructivism itself has famous theories and also the figures. The first is Piaget. Piaget stated individual or person it's not a passive. So you look at learner as someone that has unique thing to develop, mean that the student it's not only a passive learner. The student should not give a many material every day. So what the Piaget Piaget think that a student need get lots of knowledge and information by themselves, not from the teacher. Then the meaning that the student will improve more skill they got. And the second in Vygotsky. Vygotsky is famous for their term that is ZPD or zone proximal development, mean that learner will learn best, or the student will learn best when they do collaboratively with their partner. And so Vygotsky assumed that the student or the learner will get knowledge better when they actively discuss with their partner, they do together in learning, not individual. And then the third figure is Brunner. Okay, so we next on to the next discussion. The next is, so what is the principle of the constructivism? In constructivism, or theories assume or think that learning is an active process. So I say again that learning is an active process. What does it mean? Learning is active process. Mean that the student need to experiencing real world. And for example, maybe when you are in elementary school, you still remember your teacher invite you to go outside the classroom and walk around the environment around the school, and your teacher say this is a tree, this is a river, and your teacher show something to you and they explain while you're walking with your friend. Maybe your sport teacher will teach like this, and so your teacher explain about real world by doing activity outside the classroom. This is the first principle, mean learning is active process. The second, all knowledge is socially construct. What does it mean of knowledge is socially construct? The meaning that knowledge is constructed from the environment. So and the children grow up influenced by their environment. Like I told you before, that children who live in negative environment, they speak negative thing. The student or maybe a young learner will speak negative. For example, they say something in your bahasa in not good way. So knowledge is socially construct mean that actually the student can get knowledge not only from the academic in a campus, in a school, but also in environment. So when we count it down, how many hours the student in the school, maybe it's 6 to 7 hours in school. And so what else? They in their hometown, in their area, in their environment. So the most important that construct the individual, it can be emotional, intelligent, it's also from the environment, influenced by the environment. The second thing is that, and the next thing is that all knowledge is personal. Meaning knowledge is personal is that every learner is unique. Every learner has its own perspective to see something. For example, this is the analogy. For example, when Miss Atika talked about greeting, speak about greeting, most of you has different perspective about greeting. Ami has different opinion about the greeting. Intan has opinion about a greeting, and then Dimas also has different, Sonia, and most of you has different perception. The way you catch knowledge, the way you accord the knowledge, you have different things. And so all knowledge is personal. You can create based on your experience, based on the thing that you read in the internet. That's influencing. The next one is the form of classroom. So constructivism is identically debate, group activities, and reflecting on experience. So the way we analyze, we know the kinds of like classroom use, the approach and the method. We can look at the way the teacher appreciate the student. For example, in the class, the teacher on the lecture open debate, make a group activities and reflective on experience, kind of the form of constructivism. It's kind of constructivism classroom. The meaning of constructivism, initially it's about the way we construct knowledge by experiencing. Okay, this is the simple thing, but this is need more understanding about the utterance. And then when we talk about the teacher role in constructivism, is that teacher is facilitator than constructor. So what difference between facilitator and constructor? Actually, in the facilitator is that give you more chance to improve your skill and also knowledge, and they give a chance for you to show your skill in a classroom. Then the instructor is that it gives many material and they speak in a class. They want to give you chance to speak, and your task is in the classroom is that you are inactive. you should not speak in a class. Instructor give you many tasks or assignment, and you should have any command. The next is scaffolding. Okay, in teacher role, the scaffolding is a famous. Maybe in a past you will get kind of this terminology. Scaffolding is adjust the level to the learner level. For example, now you are 21 years old. When you teach kindergarten or elementary school, you need to adjust yourself, or adjust your level to the learner level. You should not use um, your competency. For example, you are adult and you have been 20 years old. You speak like you are a people age 20 years old, and you should minimize your level to the learner level, and so the learner or someone that you teach will understand. The next is learning in a group, divide into small one. Okay, so the feature of the teacher rule in the cognitive constructivism theory is that it's sometimes teaching in a group and divide into some small one. Okay, that's all. If you have question related to the constructivism, actually this material is not hard, but I hope that you read more the explanation on the text, and you need to be patient. You should not be worried about the material, and time by time you will understand the concept of the constructivism, and you need to understand it.